Hello, everybody. It's the Abstractionist. I am here with a reading. So, it's for the full moon. I was going to say new moon, but that's not correct. For the full moon in Taurus, it's Scorpio season. It's going to be an eclipse. I decided to do something because I rarely do readings on this page anymore. Let's get into it. Alright. Calling in ancestors, guides, spiritual teachers of the highest order, of the heart chakra and up, of light energy and up. For this reading, let the reading that comes through, let it be for the highest good, let it be at the highest vibration it can be, and attract people to this reading that truly need it. Alright, let's do it. The number 3 could be significant to somebody. Okay. Quick messages for using the OK Tarot. I'm just going to double check from time to time how this looks. Alright, cool. I don't need to get that close up on it. Anyway. OK Tarot. That's what it looks like. I'm using Light Seers. I'm using my cloud deck. Quick messages. It's going to be a short enough reading. Of course, staring into the sun is, I say prohibited. You got 4 of Swords at the bottom. What is the sun that you're staring at that is blinding you? So, I think we've pretty much all done this. We've all attempted to stare at the sun. And I actually looked up why you shouldn't look at the sun, and it's because its rays are damaging to your eyes. It's not just like, oh, it's fucking bright. It's like, it's literally damaging your eyes. And that you shouldn't. But I feel like with this 3 of Pentacles, there's like a fixation on this. And this is kind of like that, the color shit that happens after you like stop looking at the sun and you start looking at something else. That's what's happening. So I would definitely not stare at the fucking sun, to be honest, like just on a real tip. But also there's a sun in your life that you're staring at that is causing cellular damage. And cellular damage, no, okay. Cellular damage to your happiness. So this is just something you keep going back to, essentially. Because the sun is like, we were raw, you know. It's something, okay. It's something you keep going back to. Every time you fail, it succeeds. Every time you don't quit, it succeeds. It's a habit or something like that. And it's a pretty tricky habit. And maybe because with this 4 of Wands and this 8 of Cups, it's something that like you feel like you're too far in. You got Page of Cups. Too far in that you can't quit. It could be a relationship, Ace of Pentacles, but I feel like it's something, it's not necessarily just stability with the Pentacles. It's something that is very successful. So it's integral to you. I can't keep checking all these. It's something very integral. It's some part of your magic. It's some part of your, it is a moneymaker. If it's integral to you. 6 of Wands. This is someone's solar plexus. Someone's solar plexus is out of whack. I did some like really cathartic-ish clearing, and my energetic body feels very much better. So this is very sick. Okay, got the Tower going on here. Queen of Wands. So it's like your solar plexus is awry and it's running the show, but it's bringing closer your destruction. And you'll be really happy with that, with the Queen of Wands. You'll be really happy that it brings around your destruction because you get to build again. And you get to build again with something that you actually really like. It's like differentiating between bad fire and good fire. And not in your capacity to control fire, but the intent in which it was started to begin with. This is a cellular thing. So someone's solar plexus could be pulling in a lot of shit. Like, it could be pulling in a lot of things towards them. Like a really big gravitational pull. It's pulling in a lot of stuff, but it's pulling in a lot of stuff to destroy itself so that it can rebuild in a way that it really wants to. This is a good time to change passwords, passcodes, social media profiles, different pictures, different things that reflect your new persona, which is actually going to be extended out to the public. I remember I was watching a reading about being real and showing the real you and things like that, but this feels like it's like when your body calls in experiences to destroy it so it can prove that it wants to go in a certain direction instead, and that was the direction it always wanted to go in. That's what it feels like. And because we're the axes, Taurus and Scorpio, your outer world reflects your inner world, and it also can reflect your desires. Your desires and the things that you want, of course, Taurus being like material, but like the things that you value, the things that you that are pinning up your self-esteem, essentially. And sometimes you bring in things like, okay, so real personal, I'm terrible with cash, y'all. But thinking about it this way, I buy a lot of things and it ultimately is going to, let's be real, destroy my finances, which is something I value. But in doing that, I gain a new sense of the stuff that I actually want to spend my money on, and my whole relationship with money changes, right? So, and it has been changing and it's been evolving and stuff like that. For some people, this is like financial, whatever, so you're bringing on some sort of disaster so that you have to reevaluate and become the person financially that you need to be in order to go forward, and that's who you really are. You weren't this other thing, but you needed those life experiences to pull in, and it's you pulling those things in, you may not be aware of it, to destroy you so that you can build you again in the way that you really want it to be. And it could be with relationships, it could be with money, it could be with a job, it could be with anything, essentially. And then it'll reflect in your outer worlds. So when you do that, your outer world will have fewer people having access to you because, yeah, you're not going to want people to have access to you. Because I feel like the more, the bigger the presence, you've had, the more issues So it's getting clear also on your own solar system, so to speak, what is revolving around you. Yeah. So definitely could be about finances. I would say, I guess, check your passcodes when it comes to your finances, your online banking and shit like that. I know I'm reconsidering the bank that I'm in. So it's just like very practical matters, right? That's good. Okay. Next. Seven of Wands, Four of Pentacles, King of Cups. So working through breath, particularly because you're expanding your diaphragm, your lungs, and all of this will help. And it is a solar plexus kind of thing from what I'm getting. So for some of us, we're really bloated in that space. And some of us have really heavy chests. Really heavy chests. So breathing through that will be really helpful. So the air element and the fire element are really significant. I mean, all of them are significant, but because 3 of the 4 elements are showcased here. But the solar plexus is kind of fiery, so I would say working on that through your breath work would be helpful. And expansion of your body to inhale and exhale. Well, expansion of your body to inhale, and contraction of your body to release. Whichever way this shit works. I'm sorry, y'all. Inhale and exhale. How long can you hold that? How long can you foster space or universe around you when it comes to your breath? Because how strong your breath is will reflect how strong kind of your aura is, the way that it's coming here. Your ability to breathe fully and release fully helps your body, because it also helps to like bring you down into awareness, and you can be more aware of what you're pulling in. And I can't do all these because I'm not doing all these goddamn cards. Shit. You got me fucked up. Okay. Queen of Swords, 7 of Cups, 8. Oh, Strength. I'm sorry. I was gonna say 8 of Strength. What the fuck is out there? Somebody. This is somebody's a snake, because you know there's a snake right here. That, I mean, that could be it. But that ain't the full story. if somebody's reflecting on something that somebody told them. They're reflecting on that. I don't know if it's what this. I don't know if they were reflecting on it when they were younger. I think someone's older reflecting on what it means to have been preyed on when they were younger, in whatever capacity that is. And you have to contemplate, did you get rewarded for your silence of the lambs? Did you get rewarded for your silence? Okay, somebody's crying. You went underwater at the beach at some point in your life, and something down there freaked you out. It may not have been a thing that you saw, it could have been a thing that you felt. And it was reflecting something back at you. Well, not really reflecting, it was sending off the vibe back at you. And that you've been scared ever since. You've been running from it ever since. King of Swords. Bottom. It's been in your mind because it's affected your actions and how you pull in stuff. Forever alter what your son was like. It forever altered that to bring it back to other stuff. It could be very separate things, but you know. Alright, let's get to the actual moon. Moon now, 6 months. Give me one, man. I can't do, I'm doing one card per slack. 6 months, a year. Oh. And some of you, if you know someone who's battling illness, they may decide to give up. I'm just going to say that. So they're grounded. So this is illness. They're grounded in the experience of being unwell. As in they've had the very practical steps of diagnoses and evaluation, and they may have inherited this also, or they felt like they had inherited from somebody, like, or they felt like they this is the person in the family whose energy is meant to show you how to rehabilitate yourself in terms of your wellness. And I feel like we have people in our family who pass away under certain circumstances that really make us reevaluate your life, and this person may be it. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So the very practical things that we do when we're unwell or ill, and then the power, there may be just a piece that this person evaluates having through this illness. It could be your own illness. The contemplation of what peace means, what joining others who have passed means. Very grounded as they enter the ethereal, or illness is grounding and ethereal at the same time. And what I mean by that is like the veil, depending on what kind of illness you have, like if we're thinking about it, like the veil kind of does get a little thinner, because you kind of know that this power source is, it's like a candle. Like I have a candle here, like it's on, it's flickering, but there's a sense of knowing that this wax is going to run out at some point. This wick is going to run out at some point. This resource is going to run out at some point. And what am I doing with this light now is important to this person. And so we have the fight reversed. Fighting it may not be their option. They may not want to proceed forward with that. So, you know, there's that. Or, you know, they're just making peace with it. Now they could be in remission. They could have the power to fight back, and now they don't have to fight, being in remission or being well or something like that. But for some people, fighting is to pass into another realm. Or letting go of the fight is to pass into another realm and to end it like that, and they're at peace with that decision. If this is somebody who has passed, they were already at peace with the decision. They gave enough love. They wrote you something. They have something written somewhere. They wrote you something in a drawer. It's a letter. It could be a high school sweetheart letter. It could be a letter that they wrote. It could be poetry. It could be a book of poetry. It could be just like their diary. Their presence is very much there. So, there's that. Yeah, but they're very grounded in their experience of dying. And so, yeah, to honor them in this Scorpio season might be something. They are giving off a little bit earthier of a person, but honoring them would be good. And I think that they have the capacity to understand things, and what they left behind you can use for your benefit going forward. Okay, so thank you for watching this reading. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you found this watchable. I hope you found something in it, you know. Comment. I like to hear comments. Like it if you want to. Subscribe if you want to. But yeah, there's that. All right. Thank you for watching. Peace.